another location that I was gonna do a daily vlog about, but then changed my mind after recording it to do a more produced documentary. But these stones are quite unique, and then you've got the man-made stone wall here. Help me locate where a steam engine on a trestle right along here. The trestle and the steam engine was set on fire as the Confederate troops evacuated Petersburg to ultimately head to Appomattox and surrender to the Union Army. And the photo, it's a great photo, and I was curious where it was taken, and ultimately those stones were how I figured it out. But since then I found some more evidence. I found a sketch shot from the Petersburg side of this location from a different vantage point than the photo, which kind of reinforced the location. But all that'll be in a more produced documentary that I'll do. But hey, that's Flea Island over there, and you can't always get to it unless the tide's low, and it is low today. So let's go over to Flea Island. Oh, sorry. Sorry, buddy. Goosey, I'm not interested in you. Didn't mean to jump at you like that. I didn't see you there. Okay, so this is Flea Island. Before the Civil War, there was a retreat of some kind over here. So yeah, if you had to get away from life in Petersburg, you could come to Flea Island. I don't know why they called it Flea Island. I can't find any information about that. But then later, they ran a trestle across here and then came across the island here, and then there's another trestle, or at least there was, across here to some railroad facilities where they actually built steam engines and other rail cars. It was quite a facility. I don't have any photos of it, but there are drawings of that facility. And so the trestle came across here, and you can still see, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but they burned the steam engine and the trestle here as well, all trying to slow down the Union forces. And they say the locomotive is still in the river. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's quite deep on this side. And of course, if it is still there, would anything be left? Would it all be rusted away? But I have thought about how awesome it would be to get a submersible drone and send it under there. All right, so right across here was the trestle. And if the claims are correct, there might be the rusted remains of a locomotive under that water there. And they said it was 30 feet deep here. So, how deep is it now? I have no idea. Well, you can see stones here. So I don't know if it drops off very quickly. It doesn't look like it does, so maybe that story is not true. But it would be cool if it was. You see the stones across the river there, up high, behind those two trees? That's the where the trestle came across. So basically, right along here is where the trestle and steam engine would have collapsed to the river. This is typically underwater. You can tell with all the detritus in the trees. So you can see how high the water gets. And there's something else I want to show you on this island. Some mysterious things. Here and there's some stones and bricks, but nothing that would ever signal there was any kind of buildings here or anything going on. Here we go. Where did this come from? This tank. Clearly, it's an old one. I mean, do you see the rivets like this anymore? Is this old construction? My assumption is when it was the river maybe was at flood stage, this thing was picked up and brought down here from somewhere, but where did it come from? and there's not much else here. There's pathways animals take, and a lot of fishing is done from the island when folks can get over here. But I've never found anything else on the island other than this bizarre tank and then the stones that were associated with the railroad. But it's neat, a little island right from downtown, just a few minutes from the studio. This is why I love it in Old Town. There's all this neat locations, history. It's got it all, except a good economy. All right, Mr. Goose, I don't see you. Oh, Mrs. Goose. There's a lot of plastic trash. People just throw their plastic bottles in the river. But in the old days, before plastic bottles, everything was glass. So you can always find glass bits everywhere. And many of them were manufactured and bottled in Petersburg. All right, let's get to Fort Henry.